Okay. We are back, and we are outside the rocket testing facility, and I don't think I noticed last time that that's a big giant rocket there, because I was too busy focusing on these guys. So yeah, what we're going to have to do in today's episode is clear out a few of these ghouly type fellas, and okay, try not to die. Looks like they have a very big range of sight, which is longer than the range of my gun. Okay. Right. Okay, he's not particularly strong, which is good. Yeah, so I thought today, I could talk about my tattoos. I've been meaning to for a while. I keep forgetting, basically. So, yeah, yeah, I assume you've seen photos of it. It's on my shoulder and much of my upper arm, on my left arm. Yeah, I had been meaning to do it for a while. I knew I wanted a shoulder tattoo for a while, and I knew I wanted it to be Odysseus and black and white style. It was just sort of it was a matter of figuring out who I wanted to do it, what artist I trusted enough to do it, and to sort of find the right picture, I guess. Brotherhood Road. That looks good. Yeah, so I spent a long time just sort of pondering it, but not actively pondering it, sort of just, had it in the back of my mind, but I wasn't really doing anything about it. And yeah, then eventually I sort of, every now and then I would make an actual effort to get closer to having it done. So I followed a bunch of different tattoo artists on Facebook and looked at their work and tried to work out who I thought would be able to do it justice. And yeah, eventually I came by a guy called Mario, who looked like he was really good at doing kind of realistic work. Yeah, and I also spent a long time looking at pictures. I knew I wanted Odysseus. I like Odysseus because I like him as a character. Sort of, I like the Odyssey. I like everything it stands for. Yeah. So I saw a bunch of pictures, but there weren't really any pictures of Odysseus that I liked, because obviously he's an ancient figure, and there are a number of images of him. A lot of them are sort of 2D images, and there's one really famous bust, and the bust is actually what I'm getting. But the thing about the bust is that it doesn't actually have a nose. The real Odysseus bust, its nose is missing. So yeah, I didn't want that. I didn't want Odysseus's bust without a nose. I wanted a nose. So that kind of made me and ah for a bit longer, and not get any closer to getting it done. So then I looked at some pictures of some different ones. There were some other pictures. There was another guy who I liked, but I didn't know who the character was. So I wasn't really sure about that. So I ended up sending this guy Mario a message, and I said, "Hey, do you think you could do this? But do you think you could add a nose?" And yeah, he said yes, and I was sort of like, okay, let's get this done, otherwise it's never gonna happen, you know, sort of the way it works. And yes, so I booked it in and went and got it done. It was on a Tuesday, and yeah, it was a long day. We did the whole thing in one session, and it's so it was about, I think I was there in the studio for 7 hours, but I think the actual time tattooing was 6 hours. So yeah, it was pretty much 6 hours of tattooing, and yeah, by the end of it I was pretty sick of it, to be honest. I was kind of just like, hurry up and finish, because it was really starting to hurt at that stage, just because it was going over, you know, the bits that had already been done and were already starting to heal. The first couple of hours were fine though, of course, but yeah. And yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy with how it looks now. It's it is bigger than what I initially anticipated, but in a good way. I think if I had have gone smaller, he wouldn't have been able to give as much detail, and it wouldn't look as good. So I like it. I like that I can conceal it just by wearing a long sleeve shirt. But if I wear a t-shirt, you can sort of see it, or if I wear a singlet, you can see the whole thing. I like that. And yeah, it was it wasn't cheap, of course. I think it was about $800. But you know, it was kind of my present to myself for finishing masters, and I don't often buy stuff like that, so you know, it was probably the most money I've ever spent on myself, you know, recreationally. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, back to the game. We've obviously encountered quite a few ghouls, but they're not very strong, not as strong as I expected. The dead bodies all seem to have plasma rifles, which is a completely new weapon to us. As you can see, I picked one up and I'm wielding it now. I have no idea what sort of fire rate it has or how effective. There you go. How effective it'll be, we'll find out soon. But it's pretty cool to have, I think. As far as I'm aware, I don't have any points in my energy weapons, in the skill as a character, so I don't know if I'll be as effective using it as I am with my rifle. But hopefully it'll do the trick. So I guess we'll just go in here and clean out some more.
Hey! Over here! Are you listening? Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up. And hurry. Who I am doesn't matter, Smooth Skin. Stop wasting time and get up here. Like I said, find the metal staircase in the big room on the east side of the building. It's where they used to make rockets. Get moving.
Okay, he has kind of a creepy voice, and he called me Smooth Skin, which kind of tells me that he's probably not a human. Or at least not a human like I am. So he's probably a ghoul, but he can talk, so... Okay. That works pretty well. So we're looking for the staircase on the east side of the building, which might have been where that guy just came down from, but I'll circle back around. I'm just doing a bit of exploring. Okay, I don't think I'm alone in here. Oh shit. Who opened that door? Yeah, well, I blew his leg right off. Bottle cap. These, I just realized these ghouls actually remind me a lot of Draugr from, what's it called? Skyrim. The zombie Draugr looking dudes. Squirrel stew. Oh, squirrel stew. Empty. Okay. Where are we gonna go? It's one of those really big. It's quite cool how they've done it. It's very much It's very like exploring a cave in Skyrim, but it's a building, and it's, you know, it feels the same. But it's basically just a different. Oh shit! I don't want to find a living one of them, or do I? It's basically just like a different setting.
What's the problem, Smooth Skin? Lost your way? Big room, metal staircase, east side of the building. Is that too many syllables for you? Stop wasting time.
Okay, I hope this guy realizes that. I'm probably gonna kill him when I find him. Nightkin. Oh boy. Okay. Big heavy club. Rip contest site. So east is this way, so I am on the right path by the looks of it. Take these. Always take ammo, I think. Just like arrows in Sky. Oh shit! Okay, this weapon is fantastic. This weapon is perfect. He turned into a pile of goo. What was I saying? Always take ammo because I don't think it weighs anything, so you've literally got no reason not to take ammo. And yeah, is there a guy in one of these cubicles? No. That would have been quite spooky. It's almost like a horror game at this stage, except there's not like... The one difference between this and a horror game is that in this game I feel in control and in the position of power, whereas a horror game could be you know, this is scary enough to be a horror setting, but in a horror game what they do is, you know, they make you feel weak and like you have to hide rather than you can just walk through and kill everything. And speaking of, I've been watching other YouTubers on YouTube, of course, and I think for the next game I would like to do a game that's really story based and it's got a lot of dialogue. The ones that I've been doing so far are quite, you know, like a lot of exploring and playing and a lot of me talking. But it'd be quite cool to do one that has, you know, it's more about the story, sort of like The Last of Us. Yeah, so I might, if I can find one for the next game, I think that'd be quite fun. You know, because to an extent, a really story-based game would kind of be like, you know, watching a movie, whereas this is, you know, this is very much a game. It's very much all about the play, which is good, but just to change things up and keep it. I love turning these guys into goo. Okay. They seem to have pretty good loot too. I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting higher level or if it's just because these are the kind of things that I want to be fighting. Wait, my confusion cells. Okay. I often see these around. I haven't really bothered with them. I guess it's, you know, if you're on low health, that'd be quite helpful, but it seems, I don't know, maybe if you're playing on a really hard difficulty, which I don't think I am, I think I'm playing on just normal, I imagine then it would be really probably necessary at every chance you get to heal up. Someone up here. Check the corners. First aid box. I'll take a dog's bag, absolutely. Okay, so someone in here, or... Okay, I can't go in there. So we'll go through here first. I think there's a couple of... Yeah, there's a couple of ghouls. Shit. Do you mind? Hey! Die when I shoot. Where's the next one? Okay, I don't know where the next one is. They do seem to be a little bit more alert in this game than they did in Skyrim. In Skyrim, you know, it was sneaking and killing enemies in one shot, or even shooting them once, and then just walking away and then coming back and shooting them again was really quite easy. In this game it seems a little bit more difficult to pull off those sneak shots, probably partially because I'm using a gun which isn't exactly silent, and it's more well lit than the caves in Skyrim often were. Okay, it's such a big building, I don't know where. Well, east is that way, but I'm just exploring, I guess. Okay, I think this might be above where I was earlier. I think I was down there earlier, and yeah. Okay, so I've gone full circle now. So there's still plenty of doorways I haven't gone in, but yeah, I'm just sort of wandering. I'm not systematically clearing out every single section and area. Not at this stage anyway. This is lots of corners here. Could be anything hiding. Alright, what's in here? Okay, I'll try. Guess I go up there. Looks like it's probably the way. Up's usually the way, right? If you start at the bottom, you want to work your way up. Most likely the best way if you want to proceed. Let's see what's in here real quickly though. Another broken door. Another corpse. These corpses have good loot, so. Low light vision. I've already got low light vision. Stim packs are good though. I like stim packs. Okay, I'm gonna go up that little ramp now. See what was up there. What's that? Okay, tell me your Facebook. I don't know which side they're gonna be on. Neither. Okay. There's someone here. Okay, maybe he's behind that wall. Got him one. Wait. This looks like the old sort of executive office. We got some scorched books. A safe. That's error. I can't unlock that. My lock picking skill is not high enough. Alright. I'm gonna get my map out and have a quick look. Still where I'm at. Okay, so I need to go that and then that. Right. Forwards and then right. I'll just make sure I've got the right question. Yep, I do. So we need to head right. I might get us here, they're going this way. Oh! Barely saw him. Die! Crap. A butter knife. Right. Looks like it's almost certainly the right way, but I don't know if I'm on the right level because it's a multi-level factory. Oh, yep, this looks like the right place. Well, I got one of them gone. I don't know where the other one went. Is he going to try and sneak up on me? He is. Why didn't he come? I don't know why he went that way. I mean, if I didn't look, he could have totally snuck up on me, but I guess that's why. Anyway, it looks like we found the room. Just scanning, making sure there's nothing alive that will try and kill me. There's another one of those real big guys. Oh boy. Okay, so those are like cows, right? A rebar club. It'd be quite fun to use a rebar club, I guess. Bash them with a giant hammer. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up to the top of these stairs, and then I'll call it there on whether we decide to go and see who this voice belongs to or not. Might be fun to check out the voice, or could leave it as a cliffhanger. Assuming I make it up, you never know, I could die. Could have 17 ghouls come running out of that rocket and fight me. Okay.
Alright, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself. I'll sure as hell be watching you.
Okay, so I'm going to end the episode here, leave it as a cliffhanger, and next time we're going to go in here and see who that voice belongs to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.